Oakley dokley. Hello. Welcome back. I just tried to unpause it in the wrong screen. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I just realized this thing doesn't fit completely right in the screen. Bear with me. I'm working on something. How's it going? Good day, and welcome back to some more Minecraft. We are back in the game of Minecraft, doing the Minecrafty things, primarily in Sky Factory 4. I don't know why the screen doesn't fit. I'll have to fix that after the screen. So, look, there's my tree. Dirt tree! Dirt tree! So this is the beginning. Let's see what's going on. So we're in Sky Factory 4. So the premise of this playthrough is going to be having different types of challenges, goals, and limitations, help chosen by yourselves, the community. Now, a lot of those are not going to kick in right away. Our first goal is just to get through the first page of achievements, which, right, is the boring stuff. Right? That's the stuff we got to get through. We're going to plug away through the initial stuff in page 1, get the beginning of saplings, get some resources going, and that's when things are going to start to get funky. Starting with, as soon as I get done page 1, I then have to prioritize the goal of getting to the Twilight Forest. Once I am in the Twilight Forest, I have to find a Naga, kill it, and then make that Naga's island my home. I can tear down the Naga's little maze-looking thing, but I can't mine downward for resources. So I want to dig a hole to make an infinite water source or to store something, that's fine. But I can't mine in the Twilight Forest for any resources at all unless there's a resource we find that's only available in the Twilight Forest. I'm not sure if there is. I don't know. I'm thinking there might be those astral sorcery crystal things. I'm not sure. I might be able to get those from the laser drill. In fact, I'm positive that I can. So if I can get them from a laser drill, then we don't have to mine them there. There's going to be a few other challenges that we're going to look at, but again, most of those are going to really start kicking in once we get this first page of the achievements done. So let's take a look at what that is, right? First page of the achievements is this one right here. And even the top stuff's not even that important. I don't have to get all that done. But we need to get the initial set of saplings done so that we have basic resources. And then we'll start moving over. I do want to say hi to everybody who's already popped in and said good day. Welcome to the stream. We are happy to have you. It is a pleasure to do so. I don't know why the game is not lined up correctly. Bear with me. I'm working on things. Let's see here. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit. I don't know why the game is not centered correctly. I apologize. There's a little black bar at the bottom of the stream. That's normal. I can't fix it right now because I'll have to reset some things. So once I get this basic stuff done, then we bumble on over to the Twilight Forest. And then there'll be other challenges as well. Terry wants me to use no deep mob learning. Wow, that would be I mean, that's not impossible by any means, but it does cut out some heavy level resources. No, I am not doing a prestige mode in this one because I did prestige mode last time I streamed Sky Factory 4. So I try not to do the same thing in a row, right? Now, it's been about a year since I've played Sky Factory 4. I don't think there have really been any changes since then, but, you know, I guess we'll find out, won't we? So we're going to begin with the world and the stuff and the doom and the things, right? That's what we're looking for here. So I need to move it on down and get started and hope I don't mess anything up. Now, I have not played it at all yet. If something happens and I don't get a dirt sapling, we have to start over. Or I have to pull one out of creative. That's just how that game works, you know what I mean? There's not much that can be done about it. So real quick, I got to get some stuff down here, so hopefully I can get myself some loot. I can't remember, do the leaves automatically disappear? Yes, they do. Look, I have a nut. Draven's got a nut. Draven's got a nut. Digga, digga, digga. So yes. So I will be looking for different challenges, goals, things to do. I'd like to avoid doing stuff I've already done in the past. There we go. We got a sapling. That's all that really matters. That's what gets us started. Once I used all my wood. Well, that's disappointing. Now I can't crook. I fail! That's alright, we'll make another one. once we get through this first page, then we can really start to do stuff. We'll get a clipboard going as soon as we can, and then we'll be able to really take a look at adding some fun things to do together. Together! Alright, we're at that. Let me get a crafting table. Let me switch that into a crafting station. So I've got one right off the bat. No, nut, no! Don't leave me! The nut left me. It abandoned me. That's hurtful. How's everyone's life going? Anything cool happening in your world? Right now I'm just spacing things out a little bit to get us started. Give us a little platform to work with. Plus it'll give more resources to let stuff fall. Alright, let me get some stickity sticks. I guess it would help if I did this. Cook. Whoop. Yes. Did I get a sapling? I did. I got 5. Okay, good. Cook makes a world of difference, doesn't it? So, let's see. Take priority. They do they not? Each time that I die. That is the goal, yes. Within reason, of course. You know, if I die like 20 times in one episode, I'm not going to kill myself. But yes, that is going to be one of the challenges. I will take a shot each time that I die, as long as the death is not caused by any type of like glitch. You know what I mean? Where the game crashes, power goes out, something like that. You know what I mean? Life sucks only if you let it. No, I agree with him. Life sucks. Life is a big turd soda. What happened to my other stick? Could have sworn I had more sticks. I do not. Oh, there it is. It's in there. I forgot the crafting station holds on to that. It's been a while. Been a while since I can hold my head up high. So, you know, what's going on in your world? Anything exciting happened since the last time I talked to you? Don't lie. Don't hold out on me. Let me know what's happening. I need to know. There we go. All right. So it's already dark. So again, this will be the beginning part here is going to be pretty standard. We just got to get through page 1, get the basics going. Mostly just be us kind of hanging out together, having a good time. How are all of you doing? I'm doing okay. Had a job interview this week. Should hopefully hear something back next week. Waiting for it to happen. You know what I'm saying? Car's been at the shop for 2 months now. What is wrong with your car? That takes a lot. Is it transmission? That's the thing that's always taken the longest for me. Longest my car is ever in the shop, it's always a transmission issue. I hate transmission issues. Let's see. Anubis says I'm going to start a riot. He doesn't get here soon. What in the world is Anubis talking about? I don't... Is he not in chat? Can you guys not see me? That would be strange. I'm sitting here talking to myself the whole time. But I think people have been responding to me, so hopefully not. Hey, Tiger. Sound like Mary Jane there for a second. Last dance with Mary Jane. I forget. Can you repair things in this one? I think you can. Can I repair them with sticks? I can't. Oh, I can do it with logs. I didn't realize I didn't have to use sticks for that. I did not realize you could just use planks to repair that. That's actually pretty cool. Didn't even notice. Didn't even know. Car problems is something I haven't had in a while, which is nice. But yeah. Sky Factory 4. Oops, sticky keys. I use sticky keys. Oh, delicious coffee. I think I will drink it. Yum! Hey, I'll make a chest. That'd be cool. Everybody needs a chest, right? Just one, though. Just a little one. Just to set aside some things that I don't need. Like my builder's wand, which is trash. And my advancements book, which is not needed. Let's see. You have to drive the car for them to pop up. That is true. I do avoid leaving my house. I wouldn't even say avoid driving. I love driving. Hugely love driving. But that's, you know, I prefer to drive at night. I like long trips. So the power steering pump died. Then said, well, let's get some other stuff done. Oh, that was a mistake. Need some brushing, suspension. You're in Australia. Okay. 2007. That is an older car at this point. Older car indeed. Alright. So let's take a look at some basics, shall we? Advancements. Alright. So we've got a nut. We need to get ourselves a drying rack so we can start working on other things. So let's just get a couple more saplings. Get a couple more woods, and then we will build ourselves that. 4/5. Yes, Quentin. Very, very much so. Sky Factory 4 is the best mod pack I've ever played. Not allowed to drive due to a medical condition. It sucks. My wife also cannot drive due to a medical condition, which, you know, is okay because, boy, she couldn't drive before. Whew. My wife, not a good driver. And I don't want you to think I'm making fun of my wife. Her mom's not a good driver either. 2, 3, 4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just trying to stay consistent here. Okay, so we're going to go this and this. Let's make ourselves... Why am I forgetting what the drying rack recipe is? Oh, right. It's that first. Okay, I was on the right path there. Don't judge me. I'm just kidding. Go ahead and judge me. So there's that. Now we take some dirt nuts, turn them into other nuts. Look at Draven's nuts. Oh, hold on, I gotta sneeze. Thought I did, then it disappeared. I'm back again. While we let that dry, we will gather ourselves some more dirt. I was getting annoyed by a lot of things. 4 or 5. Yeah, I agree. Like 5 had some fun stuff about it. It just wasn't Sky Factory 4. It also was not Sky Factory 3, which I also felt was better. For overall diversity of mods, I actually think Sky Factory 3 was a little bit better. When it comes to decoration and deco stuff, 3 had a lot more to play with. Ooh, dribbling down my face. 4 months for a transmission? Then you need to go to a different place. I don't think you are using a good person because that's way too long to get anything fixed. Ever. Mine was in there 2.5 months. That's because they lost a part. And that was drastically beyond what anybody I know had to deal with. Not my jam. Just getting our acorns. See, what I'm working on now is I have to make a petrified sapling. It's a sapling that's very scary. You'll be petrified. I'm just kidding. Let's look at the recipe. So for a petrified sapling, I need dirt saplings surrounded by petrified acorns. Now I could make a bunch more drying rats, but I don't really feel like wasting the wood right now. So, how's the kitty doing? That's a great question. So she did not get her surgery this week. The vet ended up calling us on Monday and having to reschedule because of a family emergency, which happens. So her surgery is not going to be until this Thursday. It was bumped a week until the 9th of this Thursday. So unfortunately, we did not get to do it. So she's doing okay. She's still on her meds. So she's the same as she's always been, but we're no step closer to getting this resolved. And I was hoping we'd get it resolved quicker so that I would have time to help her and everything before I have to start working again. You know what I mean? That way, with her recovery and stuff, I'd be in a good spot. But again, like I said, it happens. They're super nice about it. People are awesome. They're cool. They've already confirmed it for this week. So Thursday, I'll be doing. My mother-in-law is having a minor surgery on Wednesday. So Wednesday and Thursday, I'll be a busy dude. Busy dude. I do not have a job, not yet, but I did have an interview this week that is very promising. I should hear something by Wednesday, so based on the interview that I had. So I thought it went very, very well. So here's the open, right? Here's the open. Make a reactor. Too much now? I wouldn't say it's too much to handle. It's a lot, especially if it's your first time. And it depends on what you're doing. You can make small reactors that aren't very hard at all. And for the record, I have tutorials showing how to make, I think, every reactor at this point in the game. So you'll, if you need help with that, I definitely have steps to do so. My favorite reactor is the mechanism reactor. It's, I think, the best overall, if you will. But yeah. So it is customer service, it's remote work, call center, customer service work. Same type of thing I normally do. Like the last year and a half, I was a student advisor at a college. But that's my first time doing that type of work. I normally do customer service stuff. And, it would be a Monday through Friday job. Fluctuating a little bit between 8 to 6, but I'd be off by basically 6 o'clock every day. So, what was that? 6, get that, 7, 8. Okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and make our petrified sapling. Look at it, it's horrified. Alright, now we're getting petrified for a little bit here. So yeah, again, customer service. It's for a fiber internet company. Not cable, just internet. So I've got some experience working that when I worked for a cell phone company. They did internet as well. So, probably very basic technical assistance. Company looks really good though. They're actually a bit of a newer company. They've been around for a few years, which means a lot of opportunity for growth. As they grow and expand, if they're doing well, a lot of opportunity for promotion. So not too shabby. Not too shabby. Money's adequate, with the opportunity to earn additional, not through sales per se, but just through metrics and decent sized raise after 1 year, stuff like that. All right, I'm about to starve to death. Can I eat a regular? I can eat a regular acorn. Let's eat a dirt one. I got more of those. Well, that did not help me much at all, did it? I need to cook it. But for that, I need cobblestone, and that's what we're going to work on here in a minute. So I also need a crushing tub. Okay. I should have the wood to make that at this point. I believe that's a crushing tub. It's not. Is that it's not. I don't even remember. Man, I've made a million of these. You'd think I'd remember some of this stuff. But I do not. For my knowledge is not strong. Because I have slept since then. And that's how life works. Alright, we got a crushing tub. Wonderments. Look at all these achievements. Craft a dirt block. Okay. Would you stop it? Ah! A little taskbar keeps popping up. Dirt block. There we go. Not going to spam you. Oh, no, it's not. It's not sales. It's just customer service for people that are already customers and are calling in and need help with their accounts and stuff. Paying bills, changing their plan, their services out or something like that. Technical problems. That type of stuff. So, oh, I forgot I got toast. I can eat my toast. So, yeah, not cold sales. I'm not calling out to people or anything like that. None of that stuff. I've avoided sales jobs specifically because they're the devil. And nobody ever wants to work them. Nobody wants a salesperson to call. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Cobblestone, give me one. Yeah. Look at all these achievements left and right. I can't be stopped. Fill the chest with cobblestone. We'll probably be a few minutes there. But universe are hands down the only thing carrying me through my first Sky Factory 4 playthrough. I have just started to not too long ago. Thank you. You're very welcome, Isaac. I am happy to help, and I do get that occasionally. Yes, and it is my pleasure to be of assistance. But thank you for coming by and saying so. I'm just starting a new playthrough myself, so if you run into any questions or problems, pop in, man. I'm happy to answer anything I can for you. So I need more cobblestone, right? I need a furnace. That's my next step. So right now we're going to just boink some trees. Depends on what you're in the mood for, really. Yeah, the first episode of any Sky Factory 4 stream is a lot of me doing this, always the same stuff, right? There's not a lot you can do about that. You've got specific path you've got to follow, right? Now, door-to-door salesmen, I hate more than telemarketers. Because telemarketers, I can at least hang up on you. When you're standing at my door being pushy, it makes me angry. And I get it a lot. We've had probably 10 in the last couple of months. People coming by, they're like, hey, we do pest sprays for fleas and ticks and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, are you saying I look like someone who has a nasty house? And I'm like, no. I'm like, no. I don't have bug problems currently, thank you. If I do get bug problems, I'll let somebody know. Ah! Oh no, I'm stuck in a tree. Trapped in a closet. There we go. Let me get over here. I'm trying to fix my stick. No, that's not code. Whoops, wrong button. Live tutorials helped me and my son a lot during our playthrough Sky Factory 4 and 5. Hey, happy to do so, Steamart. Thank you so much for coming by. Pleasure to see you. Well, yeah, you gotta be careful, right? Because sometimes somebody knocking on the door might actually not be a salesman. It happens. I've had people come by who are like, if somebody's coming by looking for donations for charities and they're legit, I'm a little more willing to talk to them. As long as they're not like religious-based charities, but animal charities, you guys know how I roll about that. Somebody pops in and they're all like, hey, we're gathering money for, I don't know if I'll be honest, I don't know if the charity I'm about to name is everywhere or it's just here. But it's called SARG, S-A-R-G, something animal rescue group. I don't know what the S stands for. It could be local, but they're around this area anyways. They're a good group of people. They popped by before. And not even ask for donations, but letting us know that they're opening up a little shop where all the money goes towards helping the animals in charity, or they're having special events, fundraisers, letting you know. Not even trying to sell tickets, just letting you know it's there. Making you aware that the thing exists, and then wishing you a good day. I respect that. Let's see. I feel like you get a lot more viewers when you do Sky Factory 4. Oh, I definitely get a lot more viewers when I do Sky Factory 4. But at the same time, I try not to only just do Sky Factory 4, right? Because then people get bored of that too. How quickly can you get to botany pot? Clay sapling. Clay and iron sapling. I mean, that's the big one. Is how quickly can you get to those? Let's see if I can make enough cobblestone. I can make 8. That's what I needed. Furnace. We will put that here. Where's my wood? Temporarily. There. Yay! Alright, so next sapling on the list. First of all, they want us to cook a dirt acorn. I can do that. We'll put a little bit of wood in there, and we will cook a dirt acorn. We'll cook a couple, so that way I can have yummies. You see, I get to use the lovely saying when it's not home. I only work for 1 more year. It depends on what you look like, I guess. You use filing cabinets for the trees or another type of storage? Probably filing cabinets. It's the only pack that I ever get to use them. I would hate to rob myself of that opportunity because I never get to use filing cabinets anywhere else. It's depressing, to be honest with you. I love filing cabinets. I mean, given the choice, I'd still take refined storage over filing cabinets. But still, just because refined storage doesn't take up anywhere near as much room, you know what I mean? The only thing I can tell you for sure is that I won't be using an AE system. That's the only guarantee I can tell you for sure. That's not going to happen. But that's because I have good taste. Hilarious. Okay. Are my nuts cooked yet? No, that's not cooked. I got to eat one. Munch. Wait, why am I not getting that achievement? Oh, I did. Cool. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So we got clay, bone, and gravel, right? So clay is next on our list. Let's pull that one up. For those of you who may not know how to do this, I'm pull up the recipe on every one so you can see. Clay is 2 petrifieds, a dirt, and a dirt sapling. Which I should have that, to be honest with you. We should be able to jump right into that. Put up! Clay sapling, wonderful. Start doing some of those. No simple storage. Yeah, but then I'm stuck just using chests. And that's boring. Again, the point is to come up with challenges that are fun. I'm not going to do things that make the game less fun. I'm looking for challenges of fun and new ideas. I'm not looking to make the game less enjoyable. Because then I'll just stop playing it. You know what I mean? Come on, wiggle my butt. Give me some clay. Oh, I forgot to rebuild my... Get out of the way, I need to repair this. That's not even the one I wanted. Can you do two at once? You cannot. So Draven learning things all over again that he should remember but has not. So I saw something move over here. I'm being haunted. Being haunted. There were a couple of suggestions that were... Which one's this one? That's the wrong sapling. There were a couple of suggestions made that I'm interested in using in the Discord this week. You guys will see more about those as we get there. But I do have some. I'm looking forward to seeing what types of new things you'll have me build and or automate. We're a long way from that, of course. I've got to get to have the resources to be able to do such a thing, but I think it will be fun to see what you guys come up with. So there's that. Just getting a few clay going so we can move before we move on to the next one. All your saplings belong to Draven. I guess we should look at what the next one is. The next one is a bone sapling. Okay. Let's take a look at that one. A bone to pick with that sapling. It's some bones surrounding a petrified. To get bones, you have to jump up and down on dirt. So we're back to needing dirt again. Okay. That I can do. Let's make some dirt. Shouldn't need too many. 18 should be more than enough. 19. Oh, my math was not strong. Okay, hold on. Before I do that, let me extend the back a little bit, so that way none of these things go flying off the edge of the map here, and I don't want to lose my bone meal. How much of a donation to use AE? It would have to be sizable, I can tell you that. Where did I put my... Oh, it's already in there. I was like, where'd my dirt go? Squish, 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 squish. Oh, that just sounds inappropriate. Macaroni and cheese noises here. Okay. Give me that. Alright. Cool. Hey, Quentin. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, man. Alright. So, we got bone meal. Put the extras away. Petrified sapling. Bone sapling. Booyah. Another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Ah, fingers getting tired already. I'm exhausted. Now I've got to take a nap. Today's the first day I've not taken a nap in a week. I was not sleeping well. So I just kept waking up in the middle of the night and then waking up early, and then I'd be tired and end up taking a nap later on in the day. But, oops. How often do you nap? Let me rephrase. How often do you nap when you have the opportunity to nap? Right? Like, obviously, if you're at work and you can't, or you're at school and you can't, but when you have the time to nap, how often do you choose to do that? I like a good nap. I don't like to waste my day, though. Like, I feel like that cuts into video game time or movie time or whatever else I could be doing, you know? And I don't enjoy that. I'm currently playing Cyberpunk 2077 again. The new DLC dropped yesterday. Every time I take a nap, I will take a nap. There you go. That's a good way to live life. Try 20, 30 minutes, sometimes 2 hours. Yeah, me, I end up If I nap, it's usually at least an hour and a half to 2 hours. As much as the wife lets me, I get that. I get that all too well as well. Stay conscious. That's what they want from us. Gravel is the next one. Whoops. That's an extra letter. Gravel is gravel acorn surrounded by petrified saplings. So now how do you get a gravel acorn? Well, let's look at that. You jump up and down on a petrified. Well, I've got some of those, don't I? Why, look, I do. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Macaroni and cheese noises. Usually only if you're sick. Oh, this made one. Okay. Get rid of that. Gravel acorn. Didn't I have another petrified? There it is. Gravel sapling. We get a sand wall, everything we need for grout. Going to work at 4 a.m. Come home around 2 and you take a nap from 3 to 4:30. That's legit. I actually was looking for a third shift job and I couldn't find any. Usually third shift jobs are the easiest to find because nobody else wants to work them. You know what I mean? What am I looking for? Gravel. That's the one I just did. So yeah, I'm used to that being the issue. You know what I mean? Where third shift, nobody else wants third shift. But maybe nowadays they do. The company I'm working, that I applied for this week, does not have a third shift for what I would be doing. That's one of the big things they touted. You never work a weekend under any circumstances. And you never work after 6 p.m. with the exception of if you're on a phone call before 6, you might carry over a little bit. But every customer service call center I've ever worked for, including being admission advisor to Rise, the same way. If you're on a call, when your end of your shift hits, you finish the call. The good thing about a job like this is those calls are historically going to be much shorter. You know what I mean? There's a fair amount of opportunity for overtime as well, which is also nice. Because the way it works is you're scheduled every day for a 30-minute lunch. If they're not busy, they'll extend it to an hour. So if they are busy and you only get 30 minutes, that's 30 minutes of overtime you're going to get guaranteed that day. So you never know if you're getting a 30 or an hour lunch, but I either get an extra long lunch or I get 30 minutes overtime. Either way, I win. So, no worry. I'm over 40. There's a nap to be had. I'm on El Prez. That's wisdom. And I respect it. Respect it all too well. Let me put some of my wood away here. My dirt. All this extra stuff here. So we made the gravelly sapling. Now we must make the bucket. An unfired clay bucket. First of all, we'll just look up unfired. Less to choose from. It is just 3 clay nugs. Convenience. Let us get a clay nug. From that, I will need a clay block. That's clay amber. I want a clay block. Clay block. There it is. Boop. Clay block. And we gotta drop it down. Then we break it. I probably could have just put that in the crafting table now that I think about it. No X. I forgot about that. I am also over 40. I am so very old. I am getting older too. Like noticeably so. Let's talk about that. So many signs. Not only am I getting just a large amount of white in my beard here, right? Like it's very noticeable. It's always a little bit, but it's definitely whitening here. I'm getting white hair in my eyebrows and my mustache. I've got one extra long white chest hair, just one. Going right in the middle of my chest. Right in the middle there. It's one. My wife's like, you going to trim it? I'm like, no. I'm going to braid it. Put Viking beads on it and shit. That'll be awesome. We has a bucket. Draven, bucket master. Okay. Now we need a cauldron. Let's make one of those. We'll make an oak cauldron because that's the kind of wood that I have. Look at the cauldron. Delicious. Achievements have been had. Now we will make a cottonwood sapling. So a cottonwood, we're going to need water here soon. I should probably put that down there. I need it to rain. Cottonwood sapling. One of the most useless of saplings, I think. Like, I understand you can get some string from it, you can make string. I just feel there's way easier ways to make string pretty early in the game, especially once you get a mob farm. Petrified sapling, once you have a cobblestone generator, it's useless. It serves no function whatsoever. But, you know, it is what it is. Cottonwood sapling. So for this, I am in need of cottonwood. Oh, no, I don't. I need bone meal, vines, and a jungle sapling. Well, we know how to get bone meal, right? Bone meal was just jumping up and down on dirt. I've already got that, so we're good there. Vines, I have to put a jungle sapling. So I technically need 2 of those. And to get a jungle sapling, you put a clay sapling in mud. So we're going to get that too. So we're going to do that. Now, let's see. What have I got in here? Crushing. Let's clear that out. Dirt. Nine. Ah, I'm a dirt short. Story of my life. Story of my life. Poop. Likes to find that one white chest here. Yeah. Is there a setting in this pack to turn off rain droplets? When I play, it gets annoying pretty quickly. I want to say there is, but I don't. Off the top of my hand, remember where. Possibly not. This pack may not. I may be thinking of a different one. Yeah, potentially not. Turning your graphics down might help with that. That's the only other thing I could think of. Off the top of my head. Sound, what is it in sound? We can look. Options. Oh, wrong one. Stop kicking me out! Sound, weather. No, weather is just the sound of weather. That's not anything to do with your drops. Yeah, he's looking for it to get rid of the visual of it. Yeah, particles might, if you turn that down, you may get some, but not as much. And would be the only other thing I could think of off the top of my head. I've never had an issue with it, so I don't know. Myself, I've never been a thing. Burp. Make extra at the beginning for extra trees. Yeah, you can do that. That's an option. Then you have more space and you run around and jumping up and down. My goal, is, somebody already mentioned, is to try to get to the hopping bonsai pot things as quickly as possible, so that way I don't need it. What was I looking for? Dirt. Oh yeah, I was trying to make more dirt. Dirt. Make 2 dirts. There's some mud. Since I don't have water yet. Now, which sapling is it did to make that again? I forget. Cottonwood was what we do in the jungle. It's a clay sapling. Clay sapling. Okay. I need 2 of these. Get one of those up there. Get another one here. Alright, so that's not too shabby. So all I need now is this thing to dry and we'll be good. We'll make a couple more dirt saplings while we're waiting. You know, for convenience. The weather cycle false thing will work, but that actually turns the rain off. If he wants the rain on, which based on the original question, I think he was just wanting the visual particles to be off. I mean, if he doesn't need the rain, then that's fine. There we go. Cottonwood sapling. Kashink, yeah! Look at all these saplings. I'm just tearing through the sapling world here. Fear me, mortals, and my ability to sap and ling at the same time. Burger. We'll make a couple of these, and we'll look at the next tree. I'll have to make a patch of dirt, grass, so I can bone meal the grass to get the flowers I need to get to the Twilight Forest. That'll be on the list of things that need done. Okay, I'm going to have to cook some nuts here. What do I have a lot of nuts of? I guess we could use some bone nuts. I'm not going to use as many bone nuts. Bone and nuts, two things. Ah, give me that, you jerk. Clear up some of this stuff here. Gravel sapling, string. I have to make a new chest here in a minute. Durka. So what's the next holiday? It's Labor Day, right? Here in America, anyways. I couldn't speak for the rest of the world. Here in America, I believe, I'm dying. Give me some nuts. I'm eating. Calm down. Calm down. There's no need to waste resources on axes in the beginning of this game. There's just no need for it. Alright. Next one. Sand. Excellent. Sand sapling. Requires sand acorn and petrified saplings. We get a sand acorn. We jump up and down on gravel acorns. Convenient. Let's see. Do we have any? Clay, petrified, gravel. Why, that's almost exactly the amount that I need. Convenience. Let's go ahead and make a bonus chest here real quick. There we go. Just give ourselves a little bit more space. Bucket. Jumping. Back in the day, we had a brand of nuts called Nobby's Nuts. Brad was nibble Nobby's Nuts. That's inappropriate. I totally approve. Hey, want to see something funny real quick? Hang on a second. So, it's going to take just a second. Bear with me. So, my family, we order our groceries and have them delivered. We go groceries through Kroger. My wife and mother-in-law come down. We all gather around my computer, and we go through and pick what we want for the upcoming week. And what is that? Oh, that's the old thing there. Hold on. So we'll pick what we want. We'll have it delivered. So earlier this week, we had I made like chicken nuggets, right? I made some chicken nuggets for dinner, and my wife, I was like, "What do you want with your chicken nuggets?" Right? And she's like, "Oh, let's have some corn as a side." We're very strange people, so we decided to make some corn as the side, and we get ours through DoorDash. Through Kroger itself, and then they use, I can't remember who they use off the top of the head. Give me a second, I might still have the text. I can't remember who they use. It's whoever Kroger uses, local, whatever. But my mother-in-law, I was like, what do you guys want for me to order and stuff? And we're talking about things, and she wanted to talk about something that she wanted, but she couldn't remember the name of it, and she wanted to say it's the thing we ate the other day after we ate the chicken nuggets. But she couldn't think of the word chicken nuggets. For some reason, chicken nuggets completely lost her mind as a word that exists. And so she calls them fish things. She goes, the other day when you guys had fish things, and it never crossed our mind, my wife or I, that she was talking about chicken nuggets. Because we're like, because we have fish or fish sticks once in a while, and I'm like, have we had fish recently? She goes, you know, the fish things, and there's corn involved. And I was like, fish things and corn? Are you, what? And we were very confused, and it took a few minutes of her struggling, and we're laughing our ass off. Because it's just, I'm teasing her, because I tease everybody about everything. To finally realize she meant chicken nuggets. Finally it dawned on me. So I kept teasing her about it for the rest of the time we were putting groceries. About fish things and fish things and corn. So after we were all done, they went upstairs. I jumped onto an AI image board and started making products, fake product packages for fish things. And just started texting my mother-in-law, hey, is this what you're wanting for dinner? I'm not sure how much these cost, but if you really want them, I could pick them up for you. And having a good old time. And I was like, is this, I can't remember which brand you're asking for. You were looking for some fish things and it took about 3 minutes to put it together, but I don't know. I don't really mess with the AI art stuff very much, but I have a place I use, so I went and grabbed it real quick and just started teasing her about the fish things and corn. Long story, but I had a great time coming up with fish things and corn packaging, and then shipping them to her, or just texting her pictures of fish things and corn. It's the little things in life that bring us the most pleasure. At least that's what I consistently try to tell women. But overall, fish things and corn. That's the new running gag in our family. So, anyways, I made a point of saving those so I could share them with you, so you could see the fish things and corn, because that tickled my fancy. That made me a happy dude. All right, so let's make a sand sapling. Sand sapling. Yeah. So if anybody is looking for dinner ideas for you and your family, might I recommend brand new delicious fish things and corn. We're teasing my wife too, although I didn't make any pictures for this, because then, like, after my wife, who was helping me give my mother-in-law some shit about it, she then she wanted some Chips Ahoy cookies. She wanted some specific ones. She wanted the chewy Chips Ahoy cookies, chocolate chips, that also have Reese's peanut butter chunks in them, little peanut butter cups. She's had them before, but it's been a while since she's asked for those. But she couldn't think of what she wanted. And so she meant to say cookies and said chips. She goes, I want some chips. I'm like, okay, what kind of chips do you want? And she's like, chocolate with peanut butter. I'm like, I don't know if they make chocolate and peanut butter chips. I'm like, you mean like chocolate chip, like a bag of chocolate chips? She goes, no, chips. Then she remembered cookies. And she goes, I mean cookies. I'm like, oh, it's too late now. After the hell you just gave your mom for fish things and corn, that's coming. She couldn't remember the name of the brand. That's where Chips Ahoy, chips in her mind, that's where it got combined. So I was giving them both some hell because, you know, it's the enjoyment that I get in life. Find your happiness where you can is all I'm trying to say. Wiggling my butt. Again, as I mentioned, this first part is always the slow part, right? We're just getting through the first page, getting the basic resources, so we can start working on some more of the fun stuff. And load. Put-up. There we go. All right. All right, so now we have sand sapling. Let's see what's next. A bed. I could do that. I will need more string. I do not have enough string to make the wool needed. I have one. So I guess I will need more cottonwood saplings. So we'll go back to cottonwood a little bit here. Can you shear leaves and turn them into water? Not in this pack. Or wait. Can you? I can't remember. It's possible. That's the problem. Playing so many dang packs. It's hard to remember which ones do which. Potion of water. Cauldron. In Sky Factory 3 you can. You can jump up and down on dirt saplings and a couple different saplings to get water. But I don't know if the leaves... yes, leaves work as well. That's what it is. You have to jump up and down on them is what it is to get that to work. Let us continue working on string, though. Yeah, it's just a matter of jumping on the right one. Some things make... in the crushing tub, some stuff makes mud. Some things make water. Some things make sap. And some things will make blood. And probably other stuff as well. But those are the four I run into the most, I'd say. Crushing leaves gives you sugarcane seed. That sounds familiar. 5. I need 3 more string. Then I can make a bed. And I will do my best to not wake up on the wrong side of said bed. Because that is dangerous in a skyblock. 6. I'm getting there. Got to cook some more nuts again in a minute. Good Lord. My nuts are always so busy. Grow! Ba-dap. 9, there we go. Now we can make a bed. Draven has a bed. Sleepies. Where will we put that? I guess we can just set over here for now. Nighttime. Excellent success. Whew, that was very close to falling off. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants Draven to fall and die. Tin, amber, and coal sapling. So coal sapling, let's do that one first. Because I wouldn't mind getting some coal anyways. A coal sapling is just basically cooking a birch sapling, which you get from dunking sand sapling in water. So I'm going to have to get some water. Darn it. Let me break this. Burp. Nobody, not a single person wants that. That. You can make wood shears in this one, can you not? I think you can. Oh, really? I don't remember that being the recipe, but okay, I'll take your word for it. Wood shears, huh? I think any leaves will work, so I'll just do another cottonwood here. Ah! Burger. Okay. Why did I do that? I needed the leaves. I'm an idiot. Alright. I am a fool. Forgive me. Well, I got a few. And jumpy jump. Okay. All right. Good sauce. All right. Let's get rid of this. Let's clean out some stuff. That. Ow! Oh, the death. All the pain. Quick! Cook faster! Yay! Mistakes were made there. Alright, let's get ourselves some more room. We need to grow, to expand. No, that's not code. Yeah, I'm a slacker when it comes to the whole food. Oh, that was not what I meant to do, but okay. I can make that work. Water is no longer a problem. Victory. Now it has all the waters. And a ton of wood on top of that. Who doesn't want all the wood? Again, not code. Stop thinking it's code. You people are gross. Cook some more nuts. These things are not very filling. Fix that real quick. By the way, thanks for hanging out with me today. If you don't mind, you're out there having a good time. It'd be super cool if you'd consider clicking ye old like button. It would help me out all sorts of bunches. Okie dokie. Let's see. We were working on a coal sapling. I forget what I needed to dunk for that. It was a sand sapling. Sand sapling. Okay, that's enough nuts out of you, sir. Now you're just talking crazy. I'll eat these nuts. I don't think I've ever had that problem with animal seeds that I can remember off the top of my head, but it's possible. Coal sapling. Saplings of coal. Wiggle your butt all night long. All night long. All night. All night long. All night. I remember, I don't hear about this as much anymore, but when Sky Factory 4 first came out, man, so many people hated the saplings. Much in the same way so many people hate the color part of Sky Factory 5 now. That was probably the biggest early complaint of Sky Factory 4's. People didn't like it. Me, I prefer it to sieving. I would much rather do this than sieve. So I liked the change because Sky Factory 3 was sieving based, as is so many other packs. This is the only pack I've ever played that starts like this. So I liked it for its originality. Alright, now we need to make a tin amber. Then a tin sapling, okay. Tin amber. There's one of those. Now's the hard part. I have the tin amber, but now I need a tin sapling. And to get a tin sapling, I have to pour it. So we have to build a smeltery and or melter. This is where we start getting into these saplings taking a little bit longer. Use chickens and all would be right. Well, again, Sky Factory 3 had chickens, right? It had chickens and it had sieving. So Sky Factory 4, they wanted to do something different. I respect that. If this had chickens, if I was going to add chickens to Sky Factory 4, I would have made it locked behind an achievement where you have to make every sapling to unlock the ability to start chickens. So you have to go through the saplings, but then if you don't want to use them anymore, you can start using chickens. At which point chickens would then open up resources that you can't get any other way, right? Granted, mystical agriculture takes up a large part of the need for chickens anyways. In many ways, mystical agriculture is better than chickens. Not every way, but in some ways. Let's see, I'm going to need another sand sapling. So I'm going to need another one of these. Okay, so now I need to build a smeltery or a melter. A melter would be faster. A smeltery would be more useful. Porcelain, bone meal, and clay. So for what I'm going to do, since my goal is to move to a different zone as soon as possible, I think I'm going to skip making a smeltery until we get over there. You know what I mean? Because a melter is easier, right? You think about that, right? That porcelain is just bone and clay. That's it. I don't have to make grout and everything else. This is actually way faster. So just by making clay and bone saplings, I can get everything I need to make a melter. So let's make what we can. I'll need to make clay. Aiken. Oh, Aiken. Yep, nope, nope, nope. Oh, what's the making? Yep, nope, nope, nope. What happened to my clay? Where did my clay go? Oh, there it is, I guess. We'll need a porcelain tank to begin with. So let's start off with some porcelain. And let's get that cooking. I'm going to need a sand for glass. I'll probably need, we'll make 2. And then everything else is just porcelain, so. Because all I need is, what in the hell was that? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Don't look at my crotch. Bear with me. Don't look at me. Where'd you go, you little shit? Damn, that's a fast spider. A big old spider on my wall. I don't want him to bite my cat. I don't know where he went. He's gonna get the slipper as soon as I can see his ass again. I don't like to gamble with spiders. Spiders get the slipper. We'll keep an eye out for him. I don't like that. So I need a porcelain tank. Then I'll need a porcelain melter, so I am going to need 2. Okay. Let's do this real quick and get the glass part out of the way. And then I'll need a casting table. I'll still have to make a seared, I don't know if I think there's a faucet, is there not? Yeah, there is. There's a faucet as well. Yes, I know what a faucet is for. Don't try to explain things to me. I know everything. I'm just kidding. I don't know many things. At all. Draven's not a smart man. But I know what love is. Alright, so let's start with the porcelain tank. Padoop! We have a porcelain tank. I'll have to figure out how to get lava again, but you know, I don't know why I didn't put that right next to this. That would have made way more sense. Maybe I'll make a pickaxe real quick. I've not actually made any tools this playthrough yet. Of value, anyways. There we go. That seems way more reasonable. Alright, so there's that. And then for the man, I need 6. Alright, so there's 5. One more. What wrench works with cyclic cables? There is not a wrench that works with cyclic cables that I'm aware of. Are you talking about to keep them from connecting to each other? You use a redstone torch, John. In Sky Factory 4. If we're talking about Sky Factory 4. What happened to my melter? Alright, so there's that. Cool. 2. Yeah. Sky Factory 4, you use a redstone torch. And that'll keep components from merging together. Alright, all it needs is a casting table, or is it a basin? I don't remember. Let's take a look. Which one am I trying to make? A tin sapling. Casting table, okay. I thought so. It might work with both, but you're going to use a lot more juice up if you're doing it in a casting basin. Woot. Snooze time. I'm so close to the edge there. Does not build my confidence. I need 3 more. Come on. Oh, let's see how to make lava. Because I've forgotten. Lava is... Oh, right. I'll need an unfired crucible. Feed cobblestone into it. I can do all these things. Actually, we might be able to make... We can. We could make ourselves a cobblestone generator. Let's do that then, shall we? All these things are wonderful. Whoa, that's enough out of you for right now. Alright, so that gives me my melter. We are meltable. Alright, so now I need a crucible. It's not called a crucible, it's a cauldron. Cauldron. Let's look up unfired. Is it not unfired? I've already forgotten. Lava. Lavasse. I didn't mean to put lavasse. Cauldron. You can make a wood one. You can make a stone one. That's probably what I want to do. So I need some cobblestone. That's reasonable. Petrified saplings. Can I make more cobble yet? Cobblestone. 1. Wow. Big spender Draven. Alright, we're going to make ourselves some cobblestone real quick. Tin buckets? What is a tin bucket for? My goodness. What a day. We're an hour in. And we're, what, about halfway through the first page? We may try to get to the Twilight Forest today. That was my hope. I was hoping to make it to the Twilight Forest today. You know, for twilighting and stuff. I'm going to be in a rough spot trying to fight a Naga this early. You know what I mean? But, what you're going to do, I may end up dying 100 times. I may have to make a little bit of gear before. I mean, at least I'll have diamond by the time we get there. Oops. I don't normally go to the Twilight Forest to find a Naga quite that early. I mean, my goal was to do a Naga, unless we find a different island you guys like more. I'll let you guys pick. If we get to the Twilight Forest and you see an island you want me to live on instead, I can do that. I just picked Naga because that's the first boss you fight. I mean, I wouldn't be able to use any of the other boss islands until I'd beaten the Naga, right? So the only other one I could do would be the maze, the rams, something like that. Something that is unlocked from the beginning. Wiggle your butts. Not the bucket. Fool. Cobblestone. Delicious. Okay, we're going to have to move that torch now. Put you there. You there. Oh yeah, I'll need some cobblestone to feed into it, won't I? Forgot about that part. Guess we'll make some more. Are you getting flight before you head to Twilight? I probably will not, Ezreal, no. Just because flight can take a while, and I'd like to get to that part of the challenge as quickly as I can. Because I promised, you know, that once I made it done, once I got done the first page, I would try to start making my way towards the Twilight Forest. I got to make it successfully, right? I still got to get grass and the flowers, right? Because I need red and yellow flowers to make the portal. And grow! Did I use the right trunk? It was awfully dark in there for a minute. Gave me nightmares. Cobblestone. Wow! Really? Still only have one more? I need lava! All the lavas. I'm gonna need 2 buckets of lava. Crap, I need more clay too. I don't think I have any more clay blocks. I do not. Alright, I need a clay sapling. Clay. Clay, there it is. So the new Cyberpunk 2077 DLC dropped yesterday, and just some minor changes, but fun ones nonetheless. Some new vehicles to play with, stuff like that. So pretty pleased. Haven't quite got to that. I started a whole new playthrough, but I thought it would be fun to play again. I've been waiting for the DLC before I started. Run a female V this time. I use throwing daggers as my primary. It's my favorite weapon in the game. Every time I mean to do something different, I end up doing the same thing again. Because this is my favorite. Sneaky Draven. I need food again. Cottonwood. Here you go. Give me that. Alright. Cobblestone. 2 more. I got 1. Okay. Now, what am I missing? Missing a glass and 6 cobblestone. Okay. Can I make a glass? Let's see. I don't have any extra sand in here, do I? No. Okay. Why did I do that? I need a sand, not a idiot, Draven. You're an idiot. There's that. Get out of the way. No, I need that in there. Much. All your Sky Factory 4 dreams are coming true. Old Draven. Old Dad hanging out. There's glass. So now I just need cobblestone. I need 6 cobblestone. And then I will not need cobblestone again. I mean, like, through petrified saplings. Life will then be worth living again. Come on. Oh, fix my crook. So, can anybody think of any cool things that I should build in this playthrough? Let's talk about the base, right? I'm going to build a base eventually. Is there any type of specific design or idea for a base that you guys can think of that you'd like to see me? I've already done a castle. We did that last time. Yep. I've done a lot of things already, so If you pick one I've already done, I'll have to let you know I've already done it. But, yeah, if you got ideas, I'd be interested. I did a tower once, like a big old maze. Wizard's tower was my idea. Did that. Metallic industrial-ish, like a robotic industrial-ish. I mean, early on I'll have to use basic resources so I have something more advanced, but I could make it a factory. I could make a Sky Factory in Sky Factory. I mean, that's very doable. The factory blocks are pretty cool. Look at the different factory blocks you can make. Actual machine-looking blocks and things with fans and so on and so forth. I've not built with those before, so I could very easily make a factory-looking factory base. I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's a good idea. A Sky Factory factory. Ooh, I'm a little ways away from a clipboard, though. I love the clipboard. As soon as I can have a clipboard, I will. Five. No! I'm one short. Dang it. Come on. Come on. There we go, finally. Good Lord. Did I get enough to make one more? I did! Cobblestone generator. Success! We has it, my friends. A generator of cobblestone. Everything is better now. Everything is awesome! Wait, that's not going to put cobblestone in there. Okay, I didn't think so. That'd be crazy. Padap! Yay! Cobblestone! Now, when I use this, it's going... Well, I don't have any cobblestone. It's going to use up my bucket, but that's alright. That'll be okay. Once we get... Oh, there it is. Padap! Now we can do our thing with the stuff in the thing. I need my tin amber, and I need my weird tree. Weird tree. Tin amber. Here we go. Our first metal tree. Metal. Yay! Kick-ass. Let's make some tin. Okay, let's take a look, see what our next goal is, right? Obtain coal. I believe I can obtain coal. I am one coal piece short of obtaining coal, I think. Coal. No, it's only 8. Convenience. Achievement done. Alright, so after that is iron, and then I can get a bucket. Then life will be good. So we need iron amber. Iron amber. So for that I need coal, gravel, sand, and clay. Really? I don't even need tin? I technically could have made that before tin. That's okay though. We're going to do a couple tin trees here first. I'd like to get a couple of each sapling, right? In case I accidentally lose this one or something. As soon as I wiggle my butt. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Come on, tree, grow. You can make tin buckets, but I don't have a way of pouring an ingot yet. I don't have a way of making an iron bucket. I mean, I can make a horrible one-time use thingamabobber, but I'd rather get to gold so I can make a good one. That's where I'm pushing through forward to now. A little bit to get there, though, but we'll see what we can do. not going to make too many ingots until I push through to gold. Iron amber, do I have what I need for that? I do. Sorry, heard a weird noise. I don't know what it was. Sounded like something squeaking. Okay, so now we have the iron amber to make an iron sapling. What do we pour that over? An acacia, which is apple over water. Okay, so but to get an apple sapling, I forget how to get an apple sapling. That's what it was. You have to jump on an apple to get apple seeds. You get that from an oak sapling, so I need an oak sapling, which is dirt and water. Okay, we're back on the path. I remember it. Draven needs apples. That is correct. A basin will work to get full blocks. That is an option. It just means having to make a whole bunch of amber and then before moving on to the next one. Give me an apple! Need a snack here in a minute. I'm also hungry, but I don't have any apples. From the market, get an apple sapling. Well, can't do it that way, because that would require me to get red dye, which means either beetroot for beetroot seeds or red flowers. I don't have the resources to do that currently. That's a little bit faster. I don't think that works. I think I have to bone meal that. Do I have any bone meal left? Huh, I don't. Okay. I know that. I need a bone block, which is that. Get out of there. I hate that. I forget there's no X. Bone meal. There we go. Apple sapling, because, you know, we want to have a few of them. Oak and apple, no. Apple, I believe I slap with water. Yep. Then I need to... I don't really have a way of getting that ingot out, so break that and waste it, which I'm fine with, because I'll be honest, I'll make more later. You and you. Alright, so that's going to give us our iron sapling. Arguably one of the most important saplings. So I need to get the lead and then gold. But for lead and gold, I think I have to have lapis and redstone. I don't have to have slime, but I need iron, lead, and sand. So I do need lead, but I may not have to make the other sapling. Speaking of strawberries, I wasn't, but I am now. I'm eating a strawberry roll. Probably, strawberry rolls have become one of my favorite Little Debbie snack cakes. Snake, not snake, snack. Little Debbie. Wonderful young woman. Ah, crap. I forgot I'm going to need yellow, so I'm going to have flowers anyways by the time I get to gold. It happens. Give me that iron sapling. The most important of saplings. You do need lapis for lead, but I should be able to skip redstone. Redstone is a standalone. Not that I'm against redstone, but I can get to gold first. And I can skip the slime as well. Yay! Another way to get ingots is you can just make iron amber and cook it. You don't get as much that way. It's not as big of a return, but that's another way to just straight up get an ingot. It's just cooking an iron amber directly inside of your furnace. Which I'm not against doing early game. You know, I mean, we're just getting started. And you just need a few to get going. I'm fine with that. Sticky! And sticky keys. Oh, wrong button. Here's a few more iron. So I know I'm going to need it. That's possibly what I'll end up doing, is just making 3 iron amber and then smelting it real quick. Interesting. Lead and lead spelt the same way. Red and reed spelt the same way. Dead and deed. D-E-A-D is not a word. Deed. Bead, B-E-A-D, but I'm not sure there's a bed, B-E-A-D. What a bed. There's a lot of words with the E-A-D. Kind of have double meanings there. Interesting. You've just been educated. I hope you appreciate it. I can't back that up. Cottonwood. All right, we'll cook some more cottonwood. I could care less about cottonwood. All right. So, what was I looking at stuff and things? All right, here we go. All right, so lapis lazuli. You are next. Boy, I think lapis needs milk. No, maybe not. Nope, just coal and water. Okay. This is a sapling that requires milk. I just can't remember which one it is. Darn it. Oh, I thought I had some water in there. Ah! I has no bucket. Intriguing. I had enough for one? Oh, I used the wrong recipe. Crap. That'll work. Oh. I ran out of woods. Here, have a stack. On me. Munch. Look at all that delicious cobblestone. You know, I'd love to make it into brick. Delicious, beautiful, monotony gray brick. But I've been robbed of the opportunity to build with brick in this pack. Traditional brick, anyways. Robbed, I tell you. Conspiracy, I think. And as we all know, I'm always right, so clearly that's the case. Yay. Reusable bucket. Oh, I should probably get some of this cobblestone and keep lava going. Oh, I forgot it's instantaneous. I forgot you don't have to wait for it to cook. That's excellent. I'd totally forgotten about that. Oh, did I put it back in again like an idiot? I did. This is one of the few packs where it's automatic. How the whole geothermal works. Yay! That's excellent. Okay, so I needed to dip this in water to get a dark oak sapling. And what else did I need? I needed clay and bone, which I probably already got. You can check to be sure. Nope, I needed to run a clay sapling. And a water bottle, I'm just going to need some glass. So I will need some more sand. So I need to run sand saplings. And I need to run... Yes, all of this is making sense to me now. It's all coming back to me. Where did the conduit go? So let's keep that making into food. So I said sand and what else? I just said sand and clay. Sand and clay. Sand and clay. Okay. Where is my clay sapling? Petrified clay. Alright, let's make some more clay. Shouldn't be just a couple of these. One more. Well, I appreciate that, Nubis. You know, filling out all these job applications I've been doing lately, I found a weird place to have struggles. And that is remembering what my middle name is. Now, that may sound odd to you. What are you talking about, Draven, you weirdo? What I mean by that is, last October, 2024, I became an American citizen. I was born and raised in Canada. So I became an American citizen, and when I did, I had the ability to change my name. And so I changed one of my two middle names to Draven. Previously, it was Daniel. So I still have the same initials. Now my middle name is Draven, so I can legally go by Draven. But I haven't had to fill out any much official stuff since then. Hey! Rain, finally! So filling application, remembering to use Draven, and not what I used for the first 47 years of my life, Daniel. Dang, it took a little bit of getting used to. Alright, so that's clay. Now I need sand. Let's make a couple sand. So I need to cook up 3 blocks of sand. So I can make glass bottles. Boop. Any minute now, come on! Blah, 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 blah. Hurry up! Whoa! What did I just click on? Oh, I accidentally clicked on open to land. Whoops. Okay. Alright, so that should get us, hopefully... Really? You couldn't just give me glass? 1, 2, 3. Perfect! That's exactly what I needed. And I can munch on my nuts! Inappropriate. So, talking about building some type of factory-looking base this time, I can do that. I forget it. Door. There's high-tech doors. Those could look kind of cool for like a loading dock kind of thing. Could even make some 18-wheeler trucks. Make some 18-wheeler cabs parked up to the back of some loading bay doors as if they're being loaded with supplies from a factory. That could be fun and funny. We got big old medieval iron... Here we go. Rusty. We got metal doors. Iron doors and rusty doors. I can make some custom metal doors using the door factory. I believe I can make all that work. I've seen them, yes. I've used them before. Alright, there's my 3 glass. The other way. Bottles. Alright. Let me go to lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. Success. I don't know why I made them water bottles. I really didn't need 3 of them. Come on, lapis lazuli. One of the prettier colored trees, to be honest with you. It's a nice color of blue. Blue is my favorite color after black. And this darker shade of blue, where it's dark but still bright. You know what I'm talking about? Like a dark dull. This is a dark, bright blue. Like if you look at the one in my hand, it's in the upper right-hand corner, there's like a lighter and a darker. I like the lighter part just a bit more. That's science. Just letting you know. Come on, lapis lazuli, hurry up. Let me give it a minute. Oh, get out of the way. We will give lapis lazuli a moment. It needs a break from all this. Come on. Some saplings just want to watch the world burn. You know what I'm talking about? Don't make me get my bone meal out. Wah! It attacked me. You all saw it. I feared for my very life. Okay, so now that we have I believe lead was next, right? Need to get the lead out. Lead amber is... Come here. Get in here. What am I missing? A water bottle. How am I missing a water bottle? Oh, no. That's not going to be a water bottle. That's going to be blue dye. Okay. So I will need an actual lapis. And to get a lapis, I need to use all my nuts. And then break that down into 9. And then make one. Lead amber. Wondermiss. Sorry, iron. I hate to see you go. Lead. Okay. Now, what do we pour a lead sapling over? The dark oak. Another dark oak. How did we get the dark oak last time? I have already forgotten. Oh, it's just a coal and water. Remember that, kids. If you ever find a tree that's been burned, dunk it into some water and you'll get a dark oak. That's just science. You can't argue science. It's science. Work. Alright, here's where things are going to get more complicated. Let's get a couple of these to get started. I'm going to need to make another chest here. Probably need to go ahead and do that. That's too many chests, Raven. Fix that while we're here. Got all this extra sturf that I'm carrying. I got too much sturf. Alright, let's get some lead. Now, when we get to the Twilight Forest, I said I can't mine for resources. If I'm on an island of dirt, I may hoe the dirt and use it as farmland, but I won't dig up the dirt to use it in recipes. I won't mine it for resources. But I will use it in its natural form. I won't need too much of this. The hard part is getting the flowers. So I'm gonna need yellow. And that's our next problem. So to make a gold amber and a gold sapling, let's just look up gold. There's gold and then there are JEIs. So I need yellow dye, which is the same thing, so you might as well just get the yellow, right? I don't believe there's another craftable way for yellow other than dye seeds. Yeah, either way you gotta have a flower. And I can't make a market because I have to have red flowers or beetroots. And I'm in the same exact boat I'm in now. Either way, I'm going to have the grass after bone meal. So I'm going to need grass, right? Because you can't bone meal dirt. So grass seeds comes from what? Why are there so many non-rice, peppercorn, cucumber, lettuce? Are there no grass seeds in this pack? Oh, no, wait. I remember how to do it. I'm an idiot. Grass block. All you gotta do is dip leaves in mud. I totally forgot about that. That's easy sauce. Let me go grab my bucket. Refill that. I'll need a dirt. I don't know if I have any... Oh, I do have a dirt. Victory! I've already got leaves. Where are the leaves? There they are. Burger, 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 burger. Now, I don't need many. I just need a flower. Oh, I wonder what biome I'm in. I don't know. I am in an ocean biome. Okay, that actually should be okay. Maybe we'll make a little bit more. I have enough to make a dirt. That's coarse dirt. That's dirt. There we go, dirt. Okay. Bone meal. Let's hope for the best. Yellow flower first try. All the victory anybody's ever wanted in their lives happened in that exact moment. And there's a red one. We can probably make a market if I make some more cottonwood. Gold. Gold, 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 gold. Where's that? Gold. Oh, what am I missing? Sand resin. Oh. Need to make a sand tree. I put over... Oh, it's over here. I probably have it now. Why you don't let me use the... Oh, I didn't turn it into the yellow yet. Everything I do is failing. There we go. My amber is gold. That's not code. Burk, 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 burk. Get to melting. All right. So what do we pour that over? Gold sapling gets poured over an oak sapling. I've got those for days. That's an apple. That's an oak. So there's a song that's been out for a little while now, Falling in Reverse, featuring Marilyn Manson, God is a Weapon. Heard it for the first time this week. Not bad. I like Falling in Reverse's music quite a bit. Got to see them in concert 2 years ago, opening up for Disturbed. I like Disturbed okay as well. My wife really likes Disturbed. I would really like Falling in Reverse, so it was a good one of the very few concerts we ever went to that we both like. Most of the time, we're going to a concert for the other person, and I rarely make her go to a concert for me. Can't think of a time that I have. The few concerts we've been to together have usually been to see someone she wants to see. Yay! Gold! Alright, good deal. So now, all we need to do is get ourselves a little bit of gold amber, and then we can start metal production. If it'll ever grow. Oh man, I just realized my stick is not prepared. There's nothing worse than when your stick is not repaired. Giggity. I was vein mined with my nuts. Not anybody, just anybody could do that. You should be very impressed. Draven, nut vein mining since 1977. Come on. There we go. Oop. Boy, those disappeared fast. Any games coming out this year that you guys are excited about? Tell me so that I can see whether I should be excited about them too. Dying Light the Beast is the only other game coming out this year right now that I'm excited about, since unfortunately Subnautica 2 Alpha got delayed. So I don't have any other games to be excited about. And it makes me sad. 3 should be more than enough. And I kept a porcelain brick specifically for this. Whoops. Not quite enough yet. I think it takes 2 ingots. And I only had 1 melted already. Boop. And there we go. Now we have ingot production on lock. There's so much victory going on right now. I don't know how you guys are handling it, to be honest with you. I know you're blown away, as you should be. Okay. Excellent. Look at my nugs. No, that's not code. Let me put this and this and this and this and this and this in there, and put that in there. We'll pull out some of this logs, right? Stuff that I don't necessarily need to be able to pull into the crafter. I can go over here. And then any of the ambers and acorns, I'll want them to be able to be pulled in over here. Oh, may have run out of room. All right, we'll pull a couple woods out. Throw you and you in. That's reasonable. All right, so there's gold. That really just leaves us with redstone, silver, and then, of course, the all-important diamond sapling. Which we may need redstone for the diamond sapling, but that's okay. We're going to step back and look at redstone now. How do you sort a chest? That's it. You just click in on your mouse wheel. Clicking on your mouse wheel will auto-sort a chest if that feature is enabled. It's not available in every pack, but it is in Sky Factory. I find it's in most of them. It'll also work in your inventory. So let's just say I grab some things. You can sort the same way. You can also sort your bar. I hate doing that, but you can. Just wanted to show you it was possible, even though I hate it. I usually have things in a very specific order, and I want them to stay there, but yes. All right, you're welcome. My pleasure. Happy I could help, man. Yay! I love answering questions. It's my favorite part of the whole thing. All right. All right, look at all my grass. I'm so impressive. Not impressive. But you don't think Draven is full of himself. I'm far too amazing to be that. I'm very humble. Okay. Redstone sapling. There you are. All right. Iron, petrified, this, and a red. Oh. I have to use my red. Okay, I guess we'll use my red. Oh, I didn't turn it into a red. Where's my flower? There it goes. That was an easy one. I probably could have done that a few minutes ago. That's alright, though. It's electric! Boogie, boogie, boogie! Get a couple of redstone under our belt. Then we will move on to silver and then diamond. Then we will begin the goal of trying to move to the Twilight Forest. Then you guys can help me pick an island. So I was going to use the Naga Island by default, but I will let you see what islands are nearby when we pop in, right? Now, some of you have experienced what I'm about to talk about. There is something that can happen in this game that will make me have to go into creative. Technically. Maybe not. If, for some reason, I create a portal to the Twilight Forest and end up inside one of the later stage islands where you can't break anything, you're screwed. Your game is almost basically over at that point. And it's horrible. How are you going to travel in the Twilight Forest? I'm going to have to build from island to island using all this cobblestone I'm building up. is probably what I'm assuming is going to have to happen. It's going to suck. The other problem is I may have to fall from the obsidian slab that I'm on. I'll probably have to bring a bucket of water so I can get down with my bad self. That was funny. But, you know, it will not be easy. It's going to depend where I pop up. But I've had that the very first playthrough I ever did, before I ever streamed. Just me playing Sky Factory 4. When I went in, I ended up inside the Lich's castle. And I was just trapped in a corner. I couldn't move. I couldn't get out because there's a wall around it. I couldn't move within it. And if I died, I just kept spawning in the same spot. And if for some reason it glitched and I didn't get an overworld cake, right? I got the cake and I put it down and the creeper blew and destroyed it before I could leave. It was something like that. And I got going into creative was the only option I had because I hadn't set a waypoint to be able to teleport. I didn't have cheats enabled the very first playthrough. So that became an issue. But, you know, that is something that sucks, but it can happen. I've only ever had it happen that once that I can recall, though. Alright, what do I need for this? For silver amber. I'm going to need light gray dye. Okay, so we're going to need more flowers. I have everything else. What are you going to use to kill it? Well, that depends on what we do, right? If you guys decide that you want me to do the Naga Island, then I'll have to make diamond gear and diamond armor, because I'm going to have a diamond sapling by then. If you decide you want me to use one of the other available islands, like the Maze Island or a Ram Island, there's other islands in Sky Factory 4 that pop up that are passive that you can access. It just depends on what's around us when we pop into the Twilight Forest. I think that'll help decide things, you know what I mean? Most likely, if we use the Naga, which is one of the more common ones, then I'll probably have to use just diamond gear and fight it the hard way, right? Alright, so I need gray, which means I'm going to need more bone meal. So I'm going to have some bone meal. Looking for a light gray flower. I have a feeling I'm going to need more grass or a different biome. This is not boding well. Okay. Let's see what other options we've got. There's another way to do it. So we'll do it the other way. Light gray dye. Ink sac and bone meal. I don't want to do that. Gray dye and bone meal. Gray dye is ink sac. I don't have access to an ink sac. Usually I just get a light gray flower, but I'm afraid I'm not going to get them in this biome. Poop. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to have to make a market and see if I can see what I can get there. Means making some things. Get some wool. Forgot to make the red. I made the red and the wool, but forgot to do the other part. Hello, Duke Nukem. I don't think I'll have whatever he wants to buy it, is the only other problem. He's going to want emeralds or something, probably. Beetroot. Of course he does. So I will need to grow beetroot. Okay. Beetroot seeds. I can trade him a gold for one. Okay, that I can do. Beetroots. Well, I meant to talk to you, sir. Wait. I could just maybe buy the... Can I buy the flower I need? Really? He does not sell a gray flower. That's horrible. That breaks my heart. What does Azure give you? Azure gives you light gray. Okay, that could work. Ah, it takes an emerald, though. Now I'll have to go with beetroot. spelled beet wrong. Spelled beetroot wrong again. Give me that. Alright, so, I mean, we're just going to cheese this as much as I need to here. I'm going to need a hoe. Where my hoe at? Okay, well, in theory that would have worked, but how many beetroots do I need for the ironwood? 8 beetroots. I have 2. I'm going to need more bone meal. Okay. Boom. Did I have any bone left at all? I guess I did not. There's 9. It's not going to help me too much, but I don't have any iron at all, to be honest, John. But I was trying to avoid having to farm all that, but I may have to, because either way I was going to do that or bone. I hate the watering can. Where is it? Bucket of water. Either way I'm going to have to make a bone meal. So, iron amber. No, get me started. I need more than that though. Can I make one of the other ones? I can. Alright, so there's my 4 iron. Then I've got my bucket already. And I needed a bone meals. And I used all my bone meals. So I need a bone sapling. Bone sapling. Some more of those. See, if we can get to the nether. Not to the nether. If we can get to where I'm going to build my house, then by tomorrow's stream, I could have everything moved over there. If I could get to the point we can get hopping bonsais made, then I could let the resources build up some tomorrow. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to do in the next hour. Make hopping bonsais. In fact, we may do that even before we do anything else. Just so that I have that done. Because, you know, I don't like to make new things off camera. Get the hopping bonsais up and running. And then I could start building up those resources tomorrow before the stream starts. So let it sit AFK and build up in a chest. Bone. Da, da, da. Bone meal. Oh, my bucket doesn't have any water in it. Guess first of all that would help. The watering can was a good idea, by the way, John. I hate them. Yeah, I'd much rather just get the sprinklers as quickly as possible. But early game, they can be very helpful. For sure. If I was in a better biome where I, had gray flowers popping up, I wouldn't have to worry about it. But it is what it is, right? No! Okay. It's not working. Why is the watering can not working? Shift right click to activate. This watering can doesn't work. I'm shift right clicking and nothing's happening. Has this been turned off? Now I'm shift right clicking, nothing's happening. It's just blinking. I don't normally use the watering can. No, it's not growing. It's if the particles are irrelevant, it's not growing. I have 0% there. It's just legit not working at all. It glows. Yeah, it's glowing, but it's not doing anything. So using, I don't normally use them. Maybe it doesn't work in this pack. I don't know. I never use the thing. It's daytime. Usually it doesn't matter. Crops grow at night. But that could be it. We'll go test. Oh, there we go. Well, it must have been the daylight thing. Now it stopped again. What in the world? What is this thing's piece of shit? So you can't just hold it down, first of all. It would appear. I can't tell. It seems like it might be working or it might not. I don't know. Do I have 8? I hate this thing. I don't want to use it anymore. That thing was trash. We'll get to sprinklers, which are way better. I'm doing wrong. Still a good suggestion. It still got the job done. I appreciate it. Not unhappy with the suggestion. I just don't like the component. Boy, I'm not getting any sparklies. I don't think it works on this one. What was that trash can? That stupid water thing. Does this work? Now my particles are on, but I've got no visuals from it. Yeah, everything's on. This thing's trash. Alright. Give me what I need. Give me some berries. I got one, thank God. Get that over with. Why did I want that? I forget what I was working on. Silver, that's what it was. Silver amber. Alright, there we go. Let's get that cooking. And then what do we have to dump that on? Has to be dumped on a mineral. Now I do like mineral. Lapis in water. Convenience. I can do that. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Crisploosh. Pour. Yay. Now all we need is the diamond. Diamond in the rough. That's like my second Aladdin reference of the day. For those of you who might not have caught on, I want you to be aware of all the Aladdin-ness that's been happening. Come on, silver sapling. So I plan on streaming again this... Boy, that's bad grammar. Streaming this again tomorrow. I'll probably do a longer stream, 4 or 5 hours. So I'll stream till 10 p.m. Eastern, so we'll probably start 5 or 6 p.m. I'll let you know once I find out what my family's plans for tomorrow. But we'll be streaming more tomorrow. Get into the meat of things. The meat of it all, I say. Should be close to enough for diamond. Eastern Standard Time, that's correct. I am Eastern Standard Time, so everything will be in EST. The greatest time zone, I'm just saying. I know some of you live in other time zones, and I forgive you. But Eastern Standard Time, best one ever. I genuinely don't care, I'm just kidding. Wait, do I have enough for another? Hey! I get myself an ingot. Yay! Okay, so now we've got that done. Diamond, baby! The most important of trees next to iron and gold. Diamond. So I need 2 gold, a lapis, a silver, and I could probably do that right now. Oh, I need a redstone. Give me that. Hell yeah! Check that business out. Now all I need is a fistful of nuts. And then once I have 9, I'll be able to make a diamond. And that'll be awesome. And that'll be the last of the main page 1 achievements. There's some other ones to work on, but those are what I call consider to be the primary ones. You can add slime sapling 1 to that too if you want. But personally, I don't find it as important. Although a pair of slime shoes might help me with the falling part we talked about in the when we get over to the forest. What am I doing? Oh yeah, wiggling butts. I forgot I was going to have to wiggle butts. I was like, why is this not working? I'd forgotten the butt wiggling part. The most important of parts, the butt wiggling. Alright. Get that out of there. 2 diamonds! It's all you ever dreamed it would be. Kick ass. I can make a diamond sword now. We can go destroy everything. Let's take a look at the achievements. So, just right around 2 hours minus a couple little breaks for storytelling. Not horrible. Probably could have pushed that faster, but that's okay. Like, obviously, things like stone crooks. There's things in here I could do. Bacon and donut trees. Those would be great. We'll get those eventually. Hogs I could care less about. But, you know. 8 old logs. Yes. Cool. Alright, so our next thing then is to get hopping bonsai made, right? That guy. So for that, I'm going to need bonsai pot, which is just cooked clay. And then I'm going to need chests and iron. So we need iron sapling and clay sapling. Basically is what I have to work on now. So, there's the iron saplings. Let's get these out of the way here for a minute. And tin, gravel, silver, cottonwood, bone, petrified, clay. There they are. So we need some of these so I can get some of this stuff going. So once I, then I'll extend the platform a little bit and get a chest for each of the primary saplings. I don't care about some of them. I'm not going to do one for petrified right away or anything like that. Some of those I'll still do once we get into more advanced storage and stuff. But for this, since I'm going to be moving all this stuff here relatively soon anyways, I don't want to go too crazy with the cheese whiz. You know what I'm saying? But diamond I need up and running. So I'm going to need that to fight in the Twilight Forest. Inventory's looking scary. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff building up there, don't I? Again, I haven't bothered organizing everything since I'm going to have to move it all soon, right? That's the big part. So I know I'm going to have to move it all here very, very soon. Did I just... Ha ha! I'm an idiot. I used my pickaxe. Whoops! Failed, Raven. So the radio station that I listen to the most is Sirius XM Octane. Hard rock. And I only listen to satellite radio. I do have Apple Music as well. I do that. I don't use Spotify at all. A lot of people like Spotify. I never liked Spotify. I don't like... There were so many ads, and it kept putting music I didn't care about. Anytime I tried to play songs I wanted. It made me listen to other songs. I didn't like it. Apple Music I like. It works well for me. And I've got that all synced through my Alexa devices as well as the satellite radio. So I listen to Sirius XM Octane. It's my primary station, followed by Sirius Turbo, followed by Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. Those are my 3 channels I listen to the most. And then I keep the 80s stations as well, because that's the one my wife likes. And we usually bounce between all those when we're together. Except for Margaritaville. I don't normally make her listen to that. She does not like that style of music. I bring this up because as a member of, as a fan of that, I joined up the what's called the Sirius XM Octane Air Force. And that's where they send you an email and they have you vote on the songs and stuff that you like. And then every week they do what's called the Biggins Countdown, which is like the top 15 songs based on people's votes. And I signed up to do that, and it's one of those things where I'll have my wife come down and listen to it as well. I'm always interested in her thoughts on stuff like this. And it's funny, because we do not like a lot of the same music. We like some. Recently we both like Sleep Token is something we're both into quite a bit. Like I enjoy them. I'm not as crazy as some of the people out there about it. Some people are taking that stuff way too seriously. It's just a band, man. It's just a band. It's just some music. It's not a reason to live or die. There has never been a band. Somebody produces music. It's that important. Calm your titties. I like the music fairly much. You ever see my wife pops up on stream once in a while, especially during the charity stream. She'll come down and help me do stuff. Most of the time I'm streaming, she's walking around in pajamas, though. That's why she doesn't normally get on camera. Which makes sense. When I'm not on stream, I'm also just walking around in pajamas. We got that in common. But yeah, she pops on stream from time to time. That's why you don't see her that much. Silver. I probably don't need a lot of silver. Let's cook that up. Okay, so I think I've got some basics here. Let's get rid of this. Amber. No, stop it. Iron amber. And what was the other one I said I was going to need? Clay. Clay will do in a minute. 4. Boy, that's not as much as I'd hoped for all that. That's more reasonable. Alright, I need bricks. Where'd they go? Why did you steal it, you criminals? Give me that. Hurry up and cook my nuts. Oh, forgot. I got another one in here. Munch. Why you no go? I have 10,000 enchanted books. That's too many books. Why do you have that many books? I recommend, you can combine them, right? In an anvil, you can take 2 sharpness 1s and make them into a sharpness 2. You can take 2 sharpness 2s, make it into a sharpness 3, so on and so forth. I would do some of that. It takes experience. But if you're at that point, I would start merging the stuff together and making better books. Or start enchanting gear with it. It's also another one. Oh, what was I doing? Put that in there. Okay, there's my nuts. Let's get some bricks going. Wait. I put that all in there? I did. There we go. So this will give me enough to make like 1. But 1 is all I really need, because I can always make more later. Alright, so I'm going to need a chest. I'm going to end up needing a bunch. So let's go ahead and make a bunch of chests. That'll work. Sorry, that guy. I don't do multiplayer streaming. Okay, so there's that. Hopping bonsai. Oh, I need the brick. There we go. There's a bonsai. There's a hopper. There's a hopping bonsai. Heck yeah. Kick ass. Alright, so we'll put that. That's not a chest. That's a chest. That's not a knife. That's a knife. Alright, now I need a dirt. I think I might be out of dirt. I believe I'm out of dirt. No taskbar. Go away. No, we don't have this problem with my taskbar. Today it's all up in my grill. There we go. And right off the bat, diamond sapling is the one I need first. Iron is a close second. And we're going to work on that here in a minute. Iron will be the next one, but I gotta make some more iron to be able to do that. That'll give me 3, so I need 1 more amber. Will give me enough to make 1 for iron. I've got a fair amount of clay coming already, so I should be good there. There are still servers out there. I believe he was saying he has a server. He just wanted me to play on it with him. And to be honest, I also don't have time. I don't actually play Minecraft outside of streaming unless I'm prepping for streams. I stream Minecraft so much, right? Because you gotta imagine, right? I stream Minecraft 2 to 3 days a week, minimum, usually. Plus, I put hours into prepping it, especially once I get going on building up resources and all that. That when I'm not doing that, I normally don't want to play more Minecraft. I'm usually playing other games. Like right now, over the last few months, I've done a lot of Dying Light 2. I'm back into playing Magic the Gathering Arena again, at least for an hour or so every day to get all my daily quests done. The Final Fantasy expansion kind of pulled me back into that. I'm like I said, doing a lot of Dying Light 1 and 2. I played through Subnautica. This is just in the past couple months. I beat Subnautica 1 and 2 again. I played Stranded Deep again. What else? I played Deadopoly again. What else? I know I played one other thing in there. I just can't think of what it was. Oh wow, I've got a chunk there. That's awesome. Okay, make those up. What do you use to stream? My computer! I'm just kidding. That was a smart-ass answer. I couldn't resist. I was being a smart-ass. I apologize. Dang it, I forgot that in this pack you can't shift to not do that. Oh, you know what I'm going to need? I'm going to need some dirt. Make a couple dirt saplings real quick while I'm waiting for that to all melt. Gaming Beast. Oh, and I know what I'm thinking. In the middle of all that, I usually have Raid Shadow Legends up and running 90% of the day. Unfortunately, oddly enough, Raid Shadow Legends, which is primarily a mobile game, but I play it almost exclusively on my computer. And I play it throughout the day. If there's events or something special going on, sometimes I'm playing it for hours upon hours a day. And I have an alt account that I play on a tablet as well. But the... man, that thing uses a lot of computer resources to work. It is a game that I can't even have it up and running when I'm playing Cyberpunk 2077. Granted, there's a fair amount of stuff I can't. Cyberpunk uses a lot. and I play it at pretty high settings. So, but Raid I cannot even keep open when I'm playing Cyberpunk. It just will not work for me. Dirt. 2 dirts. All right, well, that's good. Let's get this going. I wouldn't say I'm a gaming beast. I just have a habit of playing the same games over and over again. So I get pretty good at them. Like Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero. I've beaten both games at least 5 times at this point, if not more, for some of them. So I love the game. I wish it lasted longer, because now I get in there, I know how things work. It doesn't take me long to beat the whole thing. So I was so excited about Subnautica 2 coming out in early access, and was so bummed out when they delayed it till next year. Disappointing. Alright. Hoppin' bonsai. There's a dirt. That's a dirt sapling. I want an iron sapling. Where's my... There it is. Iron sapling. Yes. Okay. That's the big 2, right? I mean, dirt sapling is actually the one I would do next. We've got enough for 2 more diamonds. That'll give me 4 diamonds. That's shoes! Or a sword. Alright, so we're going to let those 2 things build up a little bit. I know I could probably do more. Are you not done melting yet? Hurry up. How many iron have I got? 4? Okay, I can do 1 more hopping bonsai. So I will probably do 1 more here real quick. I just got to figure out what am I thinking that I need most. Gold, dirt. What would be the most beneficial sapling? Coal, maybe? I mean, technically I could do 2 diamond to speed that up, but I feel like clay, maybe? Maybe clay. I think I'll do a clay. Just because I'm going to need it for a lot of resources. Grout for Smeltery and all that kind of business as well. So a lot going on there. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. Because now, excuse me, I'm dying. Now we begin the process of... Why did I put my bucket away? I need the bucket. Making ourselves a portal to the Twilight Forest, right? That's our next thing to do. So, for that, I'm going to need more dirt. Well, I'm glad I should have done a dirt sapling after all. Crap! You know what? I'm going to do a dirt sapling. As much as I want clay. I was thinking about doing dirt. I should have done dirt. Should have done a dirt. Should have done dirt. Dirty to dirt. So much stuff I'm saying here. Where's my dirt sapling at? Let's do a dirt sapling. I think that's just more reasonable. Okay. Is that cooking things? Bricks. Okay. You should be good. Yes. I just got the achievement for a chest full of cobble. Alright. So the dirt is what I need to make, because I got to make a portal. I need 4 more dirts. But I could probably... Really only need 2 more dirts, because I can use leaves to make mud and all that, so... Where are my leaves at? Leaves. Do I need dirt acorn left? 1. Of course we do. We'll make a couple more here manually while that's going. Whoops. My escape button's right next to Matilde. I mean, it is for everybody. I'm not alone in that, but, you know. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. This new keyboard I got, man, it doesn't line up with my fingers correctly. The previous keyboard had, like, nubs on it. When I put my finger, I could feel the nub on like the W key and the S. I think it was the S key. So I knew my finger was in the frickin' middle, but this new one doesn't have that. I mentioned this before. I ordered this keyboard a couple years ago because I got really drunk on stream and spilled alcohol over my keyboard and half it stopped working. So I ordered a new one, and in the 2 days it took to get here, the original one started working again. So I just kept using the original one and let the other one sit over in a box for 2 years. And it was the same keyboard. I ordered the same keyboard. I even went in, looked up my old order in Amazon, and clicked order again. So I know it's the same one because I clicked on order the same one as last time. But I never bothered to open it because it was 2 years, right? So I open it up, and I get the keyboard, and it's the same keyboard, but a newer version. And so it's the little angled part that, magnets. Mosquito. That magnets to the front of the keyboard that for like a wrist thing. It's not soft. The other one was like spongy material with like a vinyl, or not a vinyl, like a leather plastic over it. So it was like soft, like cushiony. This one's hard plastic. This one, the magnet is weak as hell. It's constantly sliding all over the place. For the old one, man, it was a struggle to pull it off. It's just things like that. What stream? Oh, I couldn't even begin to tell you. I've gotten drunk on many, many streams. So when people donate $10, I do a shot. And some nights, people decide to donate a lot. And or charity streams specifically. If you go into like a lot of the charity streams I've done, usually there's several hours dedicated to donating for shots. And a lot of people like to wait until that hour specifically to make their donations. So. Okay, what was I doing? I don't even remember. I don't know who I am anymore. Okay. I was making dirts. That's what I was doing. Making dirts. Okay, now I need leaves. Where are my leaves at? There they are. Put a dirt in. You don't know how to do 10 shots. That is correct. That is correct. Now I will sometimes space them out. You know what I mean? Like, we only have 30 minutes left in the stream, so I wouldn't recommend doing that today just because I'd hate for you to... I'd have to put them off until tomorrow's stream. But, yeah, if people donate that, yes. Sometimes if it's a lot, I'll do part that stream, part the next stream. You know what I mean? It just depends on how much time's left in the stream, how many donations, so on and so forth. Sometimes we do a double shot hour or stream where it's 2 shots for the price of 1, things like that. I do a lot of that stuff too. I'm not saying you should, I'm just giving an example. Sometimes we do it, that one pops up a lot during charity streams. Normally I'll let people know ahead of time if it's going to be a double shot night, which we may have one coming up here next weekend. I usually do them at the end of the month. But some people, when they donate, do not want to promote alcohol or donate, and that's fine. I also have a big old tub full of stupid, silly hats that I can put on different hats. There's other things I can do if you'd rather not donate for shots. There are other options. I don't want people to feel that that's, not everybody's comfortable doing that. And that's important, I don't want everybody to be... And, health is important. I'm not going to do anything... I'm not going to drink like 40 shots in 30 minutes. I'm not going to kill myself. That's not how I roll. Okie dokie. So, I don't know why I even filled those 4 spots in. I just got to dig them out again. Silliness. I missed that one. Missed that one. Okay, I got 1 out of 4. I guess that's not bad. Bork. Bork. Okay. You know what? I should have done the bone mealing for flowers first. I'm an idiot. Now I have less grass. Dang it. Do I have any bone meal left? Did I use it all? I got a little bit. What are we doing for flowers here? I need, what? Isn't it 4 of each, right? 4 red, 4 yellow. You got to alternate them. Could have sworn I had some red flowers. Do I just not see them, or do I not have them? I guess I don't have them. I've got 4 yellow, so I need 4 red flowers. Okay. None. None. Okay, there's 1. Did I get a pumpkin and melon seed? I did. Dang it! Give me a flower. Oh, I should be down here where there's more. No, I don't need yellow. I need red. Actually, I don't even think you have to alternate them. I think you just have to have 8 flowers, to be honest with you. But the diagram I originally saw when I ever did this had red and yellow alternated. So I've always done the same thing. Boy, they do not want to give me red flowers today. I mean, I got a few early on. We could try it with all yellow. I don't know if that works. Remember one time you had nasty food condiments people had you eat? Yeah, I've done that several times, actually. We've done the ODG sandwich. We've done the ODG burrito. We've done the ODG pizza. I've done the ODG smoothie. In these situations, usually I dedicate a 1 to 2 hour period. I give a big list of different foods that on their own are pretty tasty. Most of them. But for every $10 you donate, you get to pick one. At the end of that time period, I mix it all together and eat it or drink it or put it on a pizza or make a burrito out of it, make a sandwich out of it. I've done different things like that. Like the pizza was, what was it? It was Nutella, Cheese Whiz, marshmallow fluff, pepperoni, cheese, avocado ranch sauce, peanut butter, Vegemite. I think soy sauce ended up on that. Maybe chocolate chips. There's a whole bunch of weird stuff. Okay. So I'm going to... I think I need more water. I don't think that worked. There we go. I'm going to see if this will work with just all yellow flowers. I don't know if it will or not. I'm going to alternate it with the few that I've got. And don't you throw a diamond in it? I think it's a diamond. Wait a minute. I forgot the portal doesn't work. Oh, you can by doing a cake or a portal. Okay, so you can do either or. I usually make the cake. I forgot. I think it's a diamond, right? I hate to waste a diamond. I might be about to waste a diamond. We're about to see if this works. It did not work. So I believe you have to make the cake. I believe I have failed. Well, I made a bunch of flowers. Interesting. Interesting, I have learned. Interesting things. Oakley dokley. That didn't work. So, oh yeah, it could be red and yellow. That could be it as well. Tell you what, let's see what we need for the cake, because maybe that's not a bad idea. For a Twilight Forest cake, I need a cake. I still need red and yellow flowers either way. So I guess I just need more bone meal, and then I got to do that again. Okay. Let's get ourselves a bone sapling. Sand, clay, petrified bone. No, grass part, that works. That I usually make it in grass. Yeah, the grass part works, but it may have to be red and yellow. I didn't think about that after my original thought of saying that might be the problem. It may have to be red and yellow, and that might be why it didn't work. Hopefully the grass will spread, and I get a bit better luck over there. Why'd I do that? Get ourselves a little bit more bone. I really only need, like, what? Whoops. Main mine with a bucket. Well, that just gives a few more minutes for the diamond to build up, right? That's what we need here. I need diamond for gear for the Twilight Forest. A forest of all twilight. Horrifying, I tell you. Wiggle! Wiggle faster! Wiggle faster! Alright, cool. And the gang. Let's get some more bone meal. Because getting a chicken and eggs is going to take a little bit longer. So flowers would be more beneficial. Boy, you just did not want to give me any grass today, did you? Let me sleep. It might need daylight for that too. So I found the perfect York peppermint patty. No, I never saw the spider again. He feared me and ran, as he should. So as you know, I love York peppermint patties. They're my favorite. And you can buy a bag of mini York peppermint patties. You get mini York peppermint patties. And you can buy the regular size peppermint patties. You can even occasionally on holidays get a giant York peppermint patty. And while they're all good, the best York peppermint patty are when you buy a 4-pack. It's like a little sleeve of the little ones. I'm going to tell you why. Because I said so. But even setting that aside, when you buy a bag of them, the ones you get are smaller than these ones. The chocolate on them is also harder, and the chocolate to mint ratio is slightly different. The 4 or 5 packs, depending on the size you buy, of just the mini ones by themselves are larger, softer, and of higher quality than any other York peppermint patty I've found. I'm just helping your lives be better here. Really? You didn't want to give me... Ooh. Well, whenever we start to farm, I'm going to have lots of seeds to start with. Give me flowers, dang it. Okay, not those flowers, though. Wrong flowers! Alright, there we go. I think that should be enough. Let's go take a look. Where did I put my flowers? Red gives me 5, yellow 13. I believe that should work. Now you come back with the grass, you turd. Okay, so we'll start with yellow. Yellow, red, yellow, red. Oh no! I'm not gonna have enough! I'm 1 red short! Crap! Haha! Beauty. I may be about to waste another diamond. We're about to find out whether or not I'm wasting another diamond. Put plants underwater to catch diamond. Plants underwater? Very confused by that statement. I don't know what that means. Let's find out. Bazinga! Nope, gotta make a cake. So it looks like a cake has to be the way to go. Alright, well now we know. And knowings have to battle. G.I. Joe. Alright, alright. At least we know now. Which means now I've got to get animals to spawn. That's going to slow down my life a little bit. Needs to be a bottom of the pool of water. I've never had to before in any other pack that I've played. I can give it a try though. It's not easy to do. Irritating. I don't know if I have enough flowers now. We'll find out. If it does, that'll be cool though. I mean, I don't mind to try new things. You know, Sky Factory 4 is its own beast, right? Sometimes things work different here than they do in any other pack I've ever played, so it is possible. Hey, you guys were right. Good job, guys. I appreciate that. Kick ass. Your wisdom is shone through, and for that I adore you. Why will you not let me put this in here? Ah, you're fine, Nubis. It's no worries. Alright. So he has a portal. A dangerous, dangerous portal. Let's just go through and see what it looks like. But first, let me make a home teleport. Just in case. Now, Sky Factory 4, teleporting across dimensions will break a world sometimes, and I hate it. But it is what it is. We're going to go test it out. Ready? Bazinga! At least we made it into the Twilight Forest. It's loading. I think. I'm afraid to... There we go. Whoa! No! Okay, there's my cake. Alright. I don't think... I've only got about 20 minutes left, John. I don't think I'll have the resources to do that yet. Oh, look! There's a maze! That's a passive island. There's a Naga. That's a Lich King. I can't do that. So here we got 20 minutes left. So here's how this will be. You guys get your choice. I can go over and fight to clear the maze and make that my house. That square area there. Or we go back and I build up resources, and tomorrow, I mean, I may have to do that for here as well, but we try to take on the Naga and make that one my house. Now, the Naga one is larger. I will have more room over there, not that I need it. I mean, I can go up or down here. But that is one of the perks over there. Either way, I don't get to mine any of the resources down in the side or the bottom. So what do you guys think? I mean, either way, I'm probably going to have to do it. We may go back and just build up gear and stuff for tomorrow. So maybe I'll make that a poll. But should I make my house where the maze is? Or should I make my house where the Naga is? That'll be something for you to think about. Either way, that's a pretty good spawn. That's a pretty good spawn. I'm not unhappy with that at all. I'm gonna hang on to this overworld cake. Got 2 for the Naga. Okay. I mean, I gotta fight the Naga either way. I'm happy to do it. Just gonna put that in here for now. Put some of that back. Okay, everybody looks like we've got 2 people have said the Naga. Legit. I'm okay with it. What do I got down here? Clay acorns here. Clay acorns? My favorite singer. It's not really, but, you know. So what can we work on today? Let's take a look at some, because we definitely want to make some, I need to let this run so I can get some diamonds, right? So by tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be able to at least make a set of diamond gear then, right? I haven't been to the Nether yet. We're going to need, we can start building up resources for the trip. I'm going to need basically diamond armor, and I'll need diamond weapons. So I'll let this run AFK for a large part of tomorrow. I won't obviously move anything over because we don't have a house yet. The industrial idea would work for the maze, but the Naga seems cool. Oh, it'll still work for the Naga. I'm going to go there and rip down the Naga's maze. The stone stuff, I'm going to tear all that down. We're just going to use the island. If I use the maze one, I'd tear the maze down too. Either way, I'm going to tear it down just to its island form and then build whatever I want on it. So that's fine. I'm still going to do that. No worries there. I can still build the factory. It's just going to... The Naga one will give me more room to work with. So that's one of the upsides of using it. Never seen the Naga? Oh, it'll be good sauce. You'll like it. Alright, so we can work on, let's see. Resource trees and hub. I like them a lot as well. And again, way over sieving. Way over sieving. And I like them more than the color thing. from Sky Factory 5. Let's see. I still say I like chickens a bit more, though. Chickens are probably my favorite resource mechanic. Bees are pretty cool. Fluid cows are alright. Sheep don't exist. Hogs, I hate the hogs. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Alright, so, what do we need for a bacon or donut sapling? Because that could be a food source. I think I need animals for that, and I don't... Bacon sapling... Yeah, I'd need bacon, so we're not going to mess with that yet. Can I make donut, or do I need animals for that? I would need sugar for sugarcane. Wheat, I need a whole farm, so yeah, we won't work with that today. We don't have time for that in 15 minutes. I mean, I could knock out a few of these things here. Stone crook real quick. That's easy enough. Oops, I forgot you gotta do the thing. Stone crook is done, which I can... Do I have a trash can? I do not. Get out of here! And we'll get that other old one too. Since I can repair stuff, and I've got unlimited cobblestone now. There's no reason not to. So, I guess I could start building our way over to the Naga. We could take a look at it. And just because we're going to build where the Naga is, doesn't mean I can't go to where the maze is. I could make a diamond sword. We go look around a little bit, maybe get some resources that might help us out. I don't need to take this. I don't need to take that crook with me. Don't need to take the wood. Can't put it in there. Can't. There we go. I'm running out of room for things. Leave my bucket. Yeah, let's go take a look. Bazinga. I do love the murder. There we go. Twilight portal, so if something worse, horrible does happen, I can teleport back to here. I should have enough cobblestone to get to the maze. There are some hostile things over there, but there's also some animals I might be able to kill. And get some meats and some more crops and things to get us started when we get over here. Victory. All we're seeing is victory. Ah! Itchy mustache. Crisis! Itchy mustache. We're getting there. Hopefully nothing there knocks me in. You didn't have to clarify chicken murder, El Prez. I like all the murder. All the murder. Nah, chickens are the bomb. We're getting there. I promise. I didn't realize how far away that was. I know I mean I'll come to the Twilight Forest until I can fly, so. That'll be another big thing for tomorrow. Getting to the Nether so we can get ourselves some nether wart, hopefully. Wait, is there a finished nether in Sky Factory 4 or is it a skyblock? I think it's a finished one in Sky Factory 4. Oh, look at that. Perfect height, too. Oh, looks like we got an ice golem over there. Oh, we got the, not the ice golem, the, abominable snowman's over there. I forgot it hurts to try to do that. That was not good, and I didn't bring food. I'm gonna get my butt beat in here. Oh, spiders of death! Oh, not good for Draven. I killed a spider. I'm invincible. Break, 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 break faster. If you could break a little faster, thank you. Oh no, another one! Quick, break faster! Ah, big spiders! Big stinky pointy spiders! Got some chests here though. That's pretty awesome. I'll take all those resources. Love it! Ooh, cactus! And some wheat! Should have brought some type of backpack or something with me. Okay. Go! Charge! Break, 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 break. I hear dogs! Oh, I hear horrible things. I don't know why. Berries. I can eat those. No, I can't. I have no room. Pick those up. Retreat! Yum, 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 yum. Am I going to kill it today? Probably not. That will probably be tomorrow. Yeah, delicious fruits. Some might call them the fruits of my labor. Oh, there we go. Pumpkin. Oh, there's dogs over there. Hostile dogs. Are we friends? We are not friends. I got a diamond pickaxe, sir. You are pwned. No, I don't have a friend. Ow, why? I was busy. No, stop it. Let me break your friends. No, stop. I'm trying to break the spawner. Break, you bastard. Should have brought a better pickaxe. Should have had a V8. I hear more. Oh, I'm so close to being dead over here. Let me sit back and eat some melon. I have 2 whole arrows. I cannot be defeated. Draven of the 2 arrows, I am known in some circles. Oh, that's a dead end. I don't want to go that way. Can you put torches down next to the spawners? Possibly. I don't think I've ever tried. Dog! What did I just get? Cucumber seeds. Delicious. I enjoy a nice cucumber. Oh, I'm back to the beginning again. Okay. I hear a growly dog. There's got to be... Growly dog! Oh, it's a whole pack! Oh, it's a whole bunch of animals. Break, 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 break. I think this is the last one. Delicious. All your melon belongs to Draven. I don't really need some of this, so we'll leave it here. I don't need the sticks. I'd rather have my cobblestone back. Okay. I believe we have cleared the maze. Yeah, that seems about... Well, there's kind of one way over in that corner. So we'll see if we got the one in that corner. I think we... No, that's a dead end. That's a dead end. It does not want me to get to that corner. Nope, I've been here. Okay. So yeah, we have cleared the maze. I don't think I can take it down. No, it hurts me. So the maze wouldn't have worked. It's a chicken. I could maybe get an egg from that chicken. I would definitely get at least a chicken meat, right? I got a chicken meat. Okay. Well, all right. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. I only got like 5 minutes left in the stream, so we'll head back. I don't want to go over the Naga yet, because if I get close enough, he'll spawn. No, I could not resist the murder. The murder had to happen. It was a chicken, and he didn't get, and I needed the resources. Bazinga! Now, while I was gone, I don't think anything was happening. Yeah, no, there's no chunk loaded over here, but I'll need some more chests to put stuff down because I'm running out of spaces. Look at all this. Look at all this. Look at all these chickens. Put away all this stuff that I didn't need. Can I put some of that can go back in there. Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad. We got some things, some shears. Those will come in handy. I know I'll use those. The cactus will be nice. Because I need cactus green. And I didn't get any I got a cucumber seed. We can grow those. Some shrooms. Some wheat. We could almost make that donut tree, couldn't we? We could make the donut tree. Let's make a donut tree real quick. That could be cool. Where's my bucket? Who has stolen my bucket? There it is. Wheat. So I will need donuts for the donut tree, right? Oh, I'm going to need sugar too. I might not be able to make it, but I could at least make some donuts. And that seems like a good time to me. I have to cook the dough. Nuts. Put that in there. Sugar. I don't think I got... Did I get sugar cane seeds? I did. Okay. So if I can get a sand... If I could get a sand real quick... Where'd I put my... there it is. If I can get the sand, I could set it down... feasibly. And we could maybe get some sugar cane. I've already got the apple sapling, so that part's done. What I will probably do is get a chest and make more hopping bonsais tomorrow and let some of these other saplings build up resources. So we've got coal and lapis and redstone and stuff to work with tomorrow. Because I'll have to expand the space here a little bit for that, but that shouldn't be a problem. Really? It's got to be right next to the water, huh? Damn it. Do I have any bone meal? Oh, I got tons of bone meal left. There, let that go. So there's my sugar. And I forgot my donuts. Donuts! Donut sapling, baby! Heck yeah! Food source for the win! Draven's gonna have all the donuts! We've already talked about the best donuts recently, or else I'd bring that conversation up again, but the important part is I now have donuts for days! Num 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 num. I will definitely get a hopping bonsai for this, and then I will have all sorts of donut lovin'. Where's my donut sapling? There it is. Okay, scared me for a minute. For a minute there, I thought I lost it. I made sand one by accident there. We will get donuts going, and that'll be wonderful. Okay, so there we go. We have a donut sapling. What a good way to finish off. Tomorrow we'll work on bacon sapling. Tomorrow we will move to the Twilight Forest. So our goal will be to go over and take out the Naga. So I will build up resources with the saplings that we have. Mostly iron, diamond, gold. I'll get more chests and more hopping bonsais, and that way I can make those and get those building up as well. And then tomorrow, hopefully, very, very quickly, we'll make the gear and head over and start taking out the Naga. And then once we do, we can start moving things over there, right? Because once we clear out the Naga, I can make a teleport. And we can jump through the portal, teleport over there, teleport back to the portal, back and forth. Bring everything over pretty quickly. I have a bunch of chests ready to go as well. But overall, I think that went pretty smoothly. Hopefully, you've enjoyed the beginnings of this Sky Factory 4 playthrough. We'll be getting into more challenges, limits, and rules, and I have some ideas about some of them that I've not talked about it yet, because I knew we had to get to the Twilight Forest and get started before we can really start messing with a lot of these. But if there's something you'd like to see me build, this could be automating a process or automating an item or something strange. Not everything is it possible to automate, and some things I may have already done in the past, but if you can think of something fun, funny, or interesting to automate, let me know. Is there something you'd like me to build? You know? Type of building or structure or device or statue or something like that, something you could think of. That would be cool as well. So put some thoughts into that, as well as other just challenges in general to do, not do, or to achieve certain things, and that would be pretty cool. But that is going to do me for today. I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out with me. If you haven't already, please remember to click the like button. Even if you're watching this 10 years down the road, it is super helpful to me in the channel, and I appreciate it greatly. As well as, if you have not already, please be sure to subscribe. Links to all my streams, links to my website, as well as all my socials and everything, are down in the description of this stream and all my streams, as well as all of my socials and so on and so forth. It's all on there. It's all circular. You'll get to one, you get to all of them, right? But let's see, what else? Hey, Kick! Oh, I'm so sorry. You're about to end it for the day. But I'll be streaming for 4 or 5 hours tomorrow. So a much longer stream tomorrow. Keep an eye out. I will post what time as soon as I possibly can. But yeah, thanks for coming to hang with me. I appreciate it. I've had a lot of fun chatting. Thank you to the new folks who popped in and said hi for the first time. Always happy to add you to the community. Come on back again and hang out with me. I'd love it if you would. All right? Cool and the gang. That is going to do me for today. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a great day.